Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts and I watched the movie Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. It was, it was nice to see them shrink again. Well, this time it was the the parents, you know, and the uncle and the aunt. And also, yeah, there was in every movie we have a time skip, you know. Because in the first movie, what was his name? Nick. You know, he was very young. You know, second movie, he was older, and we had Adam. You know, we had the first kid. In this movie, Adam was, well, maybe around the same age as Nick in the first movie. So yeah, we had definitely had a time skip in the movie, and every time they lived in a different house. Apparently, they move a lot. You know. But yeah, we had things enlarged, but it was just not as good as the first one. But let's just first start with the movie, shall we? We see a house, and the camera turns to the right. You know, we see a lawn, we see a tree, we see a street, and we see a white car driving up. It stops at the Zelinsky mailbox. I think he opens it or presses a button. Then he puts the mail inside. Then he presses the button. It closes up. The thing starts to tilt because it was the mailman. You know, the mailbox starts to tilt and then it drops. It open. Yeah, at first it opens maybe a barbecue. It falls. The mail falls down in the barbecue. It closes. Now we see it there in a see-through cylinder, and then it goes into the ground and probably gets sent to the house on the ground. But we're gonna leave that because if you don't know what's going to happen next, watch the movie yourself. Yeah, we also had a different wife, well, different actress that played Diane. Bit too bad that we didn't had the original actress like we had for the last two movies. Maybe she didn't want to. Maybe scheduling differences. Who knows? I don't know. Bit too bad, but it is what it is. What was really disappointing with this one is that they didn't blend in well. The whole, well, most of the movie, when they were tiny, they just didn't blend really well with everything, with the background and shit. So that was kind of disappointing. Well, they did it pretty good, in the first movie. But kind of disappointing that they couldn't do it as good in this movie. Probably because in the first movie they built the whole set, for the whole background, not background, but backyard, all everything enlarged, grass and shit, and the attic also enlarged and shit. So they just have two major sets, uh, and in this movie they stayed inside the house. well, okay, they went just a bit outside, but not outside, you know, more like they went against the house outside, you know. So you didn't have to enlarge the yard again. But they stayed inside the house, so I can get why it's a bit harder, because you know, then you have to enlarge the whole house. So I can, you know, I can see why they used a different technique, but it's just a bit too bad that it just didn't, you know, that they didn't blend in well with the background. Bit too bad, but it is also, it is what it is. They also had a very young Mila Kunis in this movie, which was, you know, nice to see her again in the movie. Because the first time that I've ever seen her was as Jackie Birdhart, Jackie Burke, Birdhart, blah, 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 as Jackie in that 70s show. And then later on in some other things, but it's nice to see her a familiar face that I recognize her very young in the movie. You know? Yeah. Overall, it was still a decent movie. It was not as good as the first one or better than the second one, but it was not bad. So I give this movie a 3.75. Go watch the movie yourself. Leave likes or comment good. Scientific comedy, science fiction comedy down below in the comment section. Subscribe to our channel. Check out my second channel Underdog Eats. We have the food chunks of the week from time to month. So call my first channel Underdog Reacts, or do primarily music. Link down below in the description. See you guys next time. Bye.